Hi everyone, today we're going to discuss the part 1 of my discussion, and this is all about solving fractions. So let us start with the basic problem. Number 1, 8 over 11 plus 9 over 11. As you observe, the denominator are the same, so we call it as similar fraction. When we solve similar fraction, just follow this basic step. Copy the denominator, then add the numerator. So retain the denominator, then 8 plus 9. That is 17 over 11. If the numerator is greater than to its denominator, then it is an improper fraction. Then we can convert it into mixed number. In what way? We're going to bring down 17, divide by 11. That is 1. 1 times 11 is 11. 17 minus 11 is 6. This would be the quotient, remainder, and the denominator. Therefore, 17 over 11 can be expressed as 1 and 6 over 11. Let's proceed with the number 2. We have here 3, 7 plus 2, 5. Observe the denominator. They are not the same, so we call it as dissimilar fraction. When we solve dissimilar fraction, let us follow these steps. Find the LCD, divide the LCD, multiply the quotient, and do the operation. In finding the LCD, there are two ways. It's either by skip counting or just multiply the two denominators. So 7 times 5 is 35. Or 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. They meet at 35. That is skip counting. So 7 times 5 is 35. Then after that, divide the LCD or the least common denominator to each denominators. So 35 divided 7 is 5, then multiply times 3. 35 divided 5 is 7 times 2. Then do the operation. So 5 times 3 is 15, 7 times 2 is 14 over 35. Then we know 29 over 35 is the answer. Then since 29 is less than 35, it is a proper fraction. So therefore, this would be the final answer. Okay, shall we proceed with the problem number 3. So 2 and 3/5 plus 5 and 4/5. So we have whole number and fraction. We call it as mixed number. And as you can see, fractions are the same. So we call it as mixed number with similar fraction. So the step is just add the whole number as well as the fraction. Okay, so 2 plus 5, 3/5 plus 4/5. Then we know 2 plus 5 is 7. This is similar. Just follow the steps before. Retain the 5, then add the numerator. Then 7, that is 7 over 5 plus 7. Okay, so here 7 is greater than 5. That is improper fraction. So we're going to convert it into mixed numbers. So 7 divided 5. We know that is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. This is the quotient, this is the remainder, and this is the denominator. So 7/5 expressed as 1 plus 1 and 2/5. Then we can add 7 and 1 whole number. So we have now 8 and 2/5. Now, if you want to convert mixed number into improper fraction, just multiply 5 times 8, then add 2, cross product. So 5 times 8 is 40, plus 2 is 42, then retain the denominator. So we have now 42 over 5, that is cross multiplication and simplification or simplify. Okay, so let's proceed with the number 4. Okay, we have 3 and 5/6 plus 2 and 1/4. So we have two mixed number, but the fraction are not the same. So we have mixed number with dissimilar fraction. Okay, so just add the whole number, then the fraction. 3 plus 2, separate. 5, 6 plus 1/4, separate. So find the LCD. How to find the LCD of 6 and 4? Again, we have two ways. It's either skip counting or just to get the product of the two. But in this case, it's better to use the skip counting. So 6, 12, 4, 8, 12. They meet at 12. Therefore, the least common denominator or LCD is 12. Then 3 plus 2 is 5. In this case, we're going to divide the LCD. So 12 divided 6 is 2. Then multiplies to 5. 12 divided 4, that is 3, multiply to 1. So that is the third step. Then right after that, 5 plus this is 10, this is 3. So that is multiply the quotient. Then do the operation. So 10 plus 3 is 13. That's why 5 plus 13 over 12. Then we know 13 is greater than 12, so that is an improper fraction. We can express it as 1 and 1/12. To counter check that, 12 times 1, that is 12 plus 1, 13. They are the same by cross product and simplification. Here we can add the whole number, so we have now 6 and 1 over 12. Then this is a mixed number. We can convert it into improper, simply cross multiplication. So 12 times 6, 72 plus 1, that is 73 over 12. Cross product and simplify. Okay, let's proceed with the number 5. Here subtraction. So we have 19 over 7 minus 2 over 7. Denominator the same, so we have similar fraction. The same as the process before, just the changes is the operation. So copy the denominator, then subtract the numerator. So retain 7, 19 minus 2. Then after that, that is 17 over 7. 17 is greater than 7, that is improper fraction. We can convert it into mixed number by this way. 17 divides 7. 17 divided 7 is 2. 2 times 7 is 14. Then subtract 8, we have 3. This would be the quotient, this is the remainder, and this would be the denominator. In short, we can express 17 over 7 as 2 and 3, 7. Okay, so that's it. Let's proceed with the number 6. We have 8 over 9 minus 5 over 6. Here, 9 and 6 are different, so we have dissimilar fraction. Okay, so here are the steps. Find the LCD of 9 and 6. Okay, keep counting. 9, 18, 6, 12, 18. That's why the least common denominator is 18. Then right after that, those LCD will be divided into the denominator. So we have now 18 divide 9, that is 2, and times the numerator. Multiply the quotient in each numerator. 18 divided 6, that is 3, times the numerator. So do the operation, which is the minus or subtraction. Then 2 times 8 is 16, minus 3 times 5 is 15. So 16 minus 15 is 1. So that's why 1 over 18 is the answer. Let's proceed with the number 7. We have 8 and 2, 6 minus 5 and 5, 6. Here we have mixed number, but the fraction are the same. Therefore, mixed number with similar fraction. So do the same process, subtract the whole number as well as the fraction. So 8 minus 5 plus 2, 6 minus 5 over 6. Plus symbols here is we're going to combine it later. The whole number and the fraction. So since 8 minus 5 is 3, then we have similar, retain the 6, then copy 2, then minus 5. Then do the process. 3 plus, that is 2 minus 5. 2 is less than 5, that is negative 3. Then since 3 and 6 is divisible by 3, then we can do the lowest term as negative 3 divided 3, 6 divided 3. So that's why we can have now the 3 plus negative 1 over 2. So since negative 3 itself is 1, 6 divided 3 is 2. Now if we want to combine this, simply do the cross product. So 2 times 3, that is 6 minus 1. That's why 6 minus 1 over 2. Then we have now one equation. So 6 minus 1 is 5 over 2. Then right after that, if we're going to convert it into mixed number, because 5 is greater than 2, that is improper fraction. So put 5 here, divide by 2. Then we know 5 divided 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4, then 1. This would be the quotient, this is the remainder, and this is the denominator. So 2 and 1 half. That's why 5 over 2 or 5 halves can be expressed as 2 and 1 half. Now let's proceed with the number 8. In this problem, we have 3 fractions. And if we try to look with its denominators, they are different. So we have minus, plus, or subtraction and addition. That's why it makes it as series operation with dissimilar fraction. They're different. Now in this case, we're going to do the LCD for these three fractions. So find the LCD of 7, 6, and 4. So as I told you, we can do skip counting or just get the product of two or more given denominators. So here, if we want to make it easy, so just multiply 7 times 6, that is 42, times 4, that is 168. That's why the LCD of 764 is 168. Then after that, we're going to divide 168, that is LCD, divide 7, that is 24, then multiply the quotient to the numerator. 168 divided 6, that is 28, times 5. 168 divided 4, that is 42, times 3. Then do the operation. So retain the minus and the plus here. Then simplify, of course. 24 times 2 is 48. 28 times 5 is 140. 42 times 3 is 126. 48 minus 140 is negative 92 plus 26 over 168. Then here, okay, we have 34 over 168. Since 34 and 168 are divisible by 2, then we're going to do the lowest term. That makes it as 17 over 84. Now 17 and 84 could be the answer. Okay, so here we have 3 and 1/5. Whoa, 3 and 1/5 minus 2 and 2/3 plus 1 and 3/4. So we have another series operation with different denominators. So we have series operation with mixed number with dissimilar fraction. Okay, so here we're going to, how can we solve this? First thing to do is to convert all into improper fraction. This is mixed number. Okay, so how? Just do the cross product and simplify. 5 times 3, then add 1. 3 times 2, then add 2. 4 times 1, then add 3. So 5 times 3 is 15 plus 1, that makes it 16 over 5. 3 times 2, that is 6 plus 2, that is 8. Makes it as 8 over 3. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3, that is 7 over 4. Then do the process. Okay, find the LCD of 5, 3, and 4, which is 60. How? 5 times 3, 15, times 4 is 60. Then the LCD will be divided in each denominators. Okay, so 60 divided 5, that is 12, times 16, multiply to the quotient. 60 divided 3 is 20, then multiply to the numerator. Okay, 8. And 60 divided 4 is 15, multiply to 7. Simplify, so 192 minus 160 plus 105 is the product of these numerators. So 192 minus 160, that is 32, plus 105, then we have 137 over 60. Okay, we want to convert it into mixed number, so 137 divided by 60. So that is 2. 2 times 60 is 120, then the differ 17. We have quotient, we have remainder, and we have the denominator. Therefore, 137 over 60 can be expressed as 2 and 17 over 60. Okay, so that is how we get number 9. So I hope you learned something from this presentation. So this is only for part 1, and it's all about solving fractions. Okay, so just try to save more about my part 2 in my next presentation. Thank you, and God bless everyone.